Okay, guys, so I went back and I looked at the translations I had you guys do, the whole translate early modern English into modern English. And if you remember, we used the balcony scene from Romeo and Juliet. We used Juliet's soliloquy. And I noticed we had some issues with one particular word, and that word is wherefore. So we misunderstood as a class, and that's okay. We're going to go over it quickly in our warm up today. So, balcony soliloquy, fun fact. Shakespeare actually doesn't mention a balcony, so somehow the balcony evolved from a window. We read that. You guys noticed that it's a window instead of a balcony. And so Juliet says, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? And when I had you translate this, I got a lot of, where are you, Romeo? And that's easy to misunderstand because it literally says you take the word apart and it says wherefore, but let's look a little bit deeper. Let's just look at this word. So this is a lot of what I got right here. And so let's look again. Let's look at other places we see this word in Shakespeare. So we see it in Much Ado About Nothing. Why? How now, Count? Wherefore are you sad? Where are you sad? Doesn't make much sense. Why hopest thou? 'Tis better hope he is. For his designs crave haste, his haste good hope. Then wherefore dost thou hope he is not shift? Okay. But wherefore art not in thy shop today? Why dost thou lead these men about the street? But wherefore could not I pronounce amen? Where could I not pronounce amen? I had most need of blessing, and amen stuck in my throat. Okay, so we see this use. So let's go back to the balcony, even though there never was one. Juliet says, this is later in the balcony scene after her soliloquy. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague? She's asking him who he is. And he goes, well, neither, maid, if either thou dislikes. You guys were great at picking this up. He goes, I'll be whatever you want to be, ma'am. And she says, how camest thou hither and wherefore? Okay, so let's look at where. Juliet knows where she is. You know, she's in her backyard. So she's saying, wherefore art thou? And in that section of the scene, she didn't even know Romeo was watching her. So it makes more sense, guys, for wherefore to actually mean why. So Romeo's the child of her family's worst enemy, and she's asking herself why the fates have made it that way. Okay, guys. So this is going to be your quick formative assessment. We are still looking at wherefore. So I have two dialogues from Shakespeare. The first one is from Much Ado About Nothing. The second one is from Scottish play. So I'm not going to say it because I guess this is kind of a stage, a theater, so don't want to jinx myself. But the first one is going to say, you have put him down, lady, you have put him down. So I would not he should do me, my lord, lest I should prove the mother of fools. I have brought Claudio, whom you sent me to seek. Why, how now, Count? Wherefore are you sad? Not sad, my lord. So you're going to translate that into modern English. Then we will do this one. One cried, God bless us, and amen, the other. As they had seen me with these hangman's hands, listening their fear, I could not say amen. When they did say, God bless us, consider it not so deeply. But wherefore could I not pronounce amen? I had most need of blessing, and amen stuck in my throat. These deeds must not be thought after these ways, so it will make us mad. Okay, so you insert the two translations. So for the first one, just put a number 1 and translate it. The second one, put a number 2 and translate it. Do that in Canvas, hit submit, and then turn your camera off. When everyone's camera is off, I will turn mine back on, and that'll be our cue to move on. All right, you have a couple minutes.